Good morning, everyone. So, we're gonna do a small lesson this week. We're only gonna do it for this week because this is the last week, and it's about climate change. Remember when we talked about the difference between weather and climate, and we said that weather was short term, like you say this week is gonna be rainy or today is gonna be rainy, but climate describes the weather conditions, okay, over a long period. So that's the difference between weather and climate. Remember, climate is the how the weather is, but over a very long period, such as 30 years or so. Okay? For example, a tropical rainforest has warmy and rainy weather. Okay? Here in the Emirates, we have dry, okay, and a hot climate. Okay, so um, this is the climate here. Doesn't mean that's always hot. Some days are cold. You know, in the winter we have a few cold days, but in general, the climate in the UAE is dry and um, it's warm. Okay, so the global climate. Okay, you guessed from the meaning. Yeah, this is the climate. But what is the global climate? It's the climate of all Earth, because it's global, so it's all Earth. Okay, it's the average climate of the Earth's surface and temperature. Okay, so how much is the temperature of the Earth's surface? Okay, the Earth's surface temperature is the combination of the sea surface temperature and the near surface air temperature. Okay, so it's basically just all you gotta know is that global climate is the temperature of all the Earth. Okay, it's currently now it's 16 degrees Celsius. Okay, for all the Earth, like the average of all the countries, everything, all the Earth. Okay, this is the global climate. There. Let's move on. Now, we have something called greenhouse gas effect. But in order to understand what greenhouse gas effect, we have to understand what the greenhouse gases are. The greenhouse gases are gases like carbon dioxide. These are all like dangerous gases. They're pollutants. Okay, carbon dioxide, methane, water vapor, other gases. We have them here like this is methane, carbon dioxide, ozone, nitrous oxide, water vapor. These are all called greenhouse gases, and they're very harmful gases. Okay? Now, where do they come from? They enter the atmosphere from natural and human sources. But mainly, natural sources is like a volcano, eruption, okay? Human sources is mainly burning fossil fuels like cars, factories. Look at that. Transportation. You have treatment plants. These are all factors that actually pollute the earth. They put all these greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Okay, how do they get into the atmosphere? Because of these pollutants. These gases get into the atmosphere. Okay, and it's when greenhouse gases, they are very harmful. They are pollutants, and they get into the atmosphere because of human and natural, but mainly human fossil fuels. Okay. However, human activities release more greenhouse gases. We as humans release more greenhouse gases than nature does. Okay? All right. Now, what's the greenhouse gas effect? Now, what do the greenhouse gases do? Before we go there, we have to understand what the greenhouse gas effect. The greenhouse gas effect is a process that occurs when gases in the Earth's atmosphere trap the sun's heat. This process makes the Earth much warmer. So the gases in the atmosphere of the Earth, okay, usually the sun rays, they come in and then they go out, okay? But when you have greenhouse gases, what do? They trap the sun inside, which makes the Earth's temperature a lot warmer. The Earth's temperature becomes warm. We're going to see another photo that helps us understand this. Let's see it. Hold on. Just going to erase these. Okay, let's go see this one. Okay, look at that. Greenhouse gases absorb the radiation from the heat. So what happens? The sun's energy goes in, some of it goes back into space, okay, but what happens? Some is held by greenhouse gases. So look, let's erase these so you can see this better. Okay, so the sun's heat is coming in, some of it is going out, but some of it is getting trapped inside here. And what is this doing? It's increasing the temperature. The more greenhouse gases you have here, the more of the sun's rays that are trapped. And when the sun's rays are trapped inside the earth, the temperature rises. Temperature becomes more. So if greenhouse gases increase, if we as humans put more greenhouse gases and the greenhouse gases increase, then the sun is being trapped more inside the earth. And the average temperature of the earth will rise. Okay? So that's why we had to understand at the beginning of the lesson what does global temperature means. Okay? It's the temperature of all the earth. Why do we need to understand this? It's because we have to know that the greenhouse gas effect is causing the temperature of all the earth to rise, to become more. This is becoming hotter. Okay? So this is what you have to know for today. Okay, you have to understand these, what climate means, what's the global climate, and what is the greenhouse gas effect. If you have any questions, please send me a message on Shobi. If there's something you didn't understand or you didn't know how to do, please do the worksheet. Good luck.